Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, I've been looking at V's from V Love and Crystals, and she's doing her animal decks. What I want to do first was have a look at the 4 tarot decks I've got to begin with. Okay, Animal Wisdom, New Zealand Naturally, Tarot Familiar, and the Meraki Tarot, or Meraki, however you like to pronounce it. Meraki. Okay, so those are the 4 tarot decks I have that are animal based. So I just wanted to have a look at the full to begin with. So you can see that we've got the Trickster, the Coyote on the Animal Wisdom. We've got the Kiwi on the New Zealand Naturally. We've got a cat with cards on the full. And on the Meraki, we've got some crystals to begin this, and a dog with the full to begin this journey. So I love the artwork. I mean, it's just stunning in these decks. So I just want to sort of show you very quickly just the full. And then we've got the Magician. So we've got the Raven. We've got a Hare, a New Zealand Hare. We've got a cat with a book. And we've got a serpent, or snake, with the and an eye with the Meraki. Just really quickly, we've got the High Priestess, which is the knower of the knower of secrets, the cat. Here we've got I've got to have a look at the New Zealand list, know what all the animals are, but just to show you roughly what I've got here. So let's look at the Empress, the Earth Mother, just so you can sort of see the differences. I'm just going to go through a few, because yeah, that's we've got the Emperor. We'll go to the Emperor just to give you an idea, just to sort of see the differences. I'm not going to go through them all. So with the Animal Wisdom, okay, the differences here are, so we've got the names for the animals, and so you see the titles are slightly different. And then we've got wands, which is the branches. Okay, then from there, we've got the branches ace to 10, of course. And then it goes, you've got the seer of branches, the seeker of branches, the nurturer of branches, and then the guardian of branches. The next one you've got is shells going through, and then from shells you've got feathers, and then the last one is fossils, just to give you an idea. Okay, so that's the Animal Wisdom Tarot, which is now called Animal Spirit. Now, New Zealand Naturally, we have the Major Arcana, and then we've got 2 extra Major Arcanas, the Weird and the Chaos. And then we've got trees, waves, peaks, then coins. Okay, so that's New Zealand Naturally. Then with the Tarot Familiar, so you've got the Major Arcana, which we've gone through here, with a variety of animals on them. A lot of cats, of course. Okay, so we've got wands, which is books and wands. Okay, so you've got like the Ace of Wands. And then you've got like the minor arcana of pips, okay, in their own pattern, so you can see, right? So then you've got the knave, the knights, and the queen, and the king, and you can see that they're all cats. Next you've sort of got cups, and that's owls. You've got swords, which are ravens. And then pentacles, which are wolves. Just the wolf. Okay. Remembering that the pips, or the minor arcana. Okay, the Meraki Tarot. Beautiful animals all the way through. Beautiful artwork. Haven't worked with it yet. Got extra card, the Meraki card there, which you can keep or take out. Okay, and then you've got your wands with your normal page, knight, oops, queen, and king. You've got your cups, you've got your swords, and your pentacles, and then you've got a couple of extra cards. You've got obscurity and clarity, so you can use them as what's for obscurity and what's for clarity in your spreads, or you know, it's just whatever you want to use them for. So beautiful, beautiful cards. Haven't worked with this deck yet, so still to happen. So that's your tarot decks, animal tarot decks that I've got. So next, okay, let's begin with my with the indie decks, or the there's a mass market, but the New Zealand-based artists, if you like. So let's begin with the Learning to Witch. Now this deck is not really an animal deck, but it does have animal cards in it, as you can see here. Whoops, no, you can't see there. So let's move this into here. So you can see that there are some sort of animal cards, like dragonfly. It's got an animal lizard on it. It's got jellyfish on it, spider, whale's tail, of course, dolphin as well. So there's not a lot in there, but there's a few animal cards. Okay, next we've got the ritual cards. So we do have a few animals in here. We've got eagle, lion, bull, serpent, deer, phoenix, crow, and dove. So there's not a lot, but there's a few. Next we've got the Songs of My Heart Oracle. So we've got a few cards here that do have animals on them, painted on them, and then you've got them like that, and then you've got animal cards like here that actually have them in the background, so you can see the animals in the background here as well. So I'm not going to go through them all, but I'll just give you an idea. You can see the animals. You've got the kiwis here in the background. So they're not strong animal cards, even, you know, some do have animals painted on them. So that's it with the animals. Oh, here's jellyfish as well. Missed that one. Yeah. So, and then we've got Gawaru Whakatane Manana, sorry, Manifest Spirit. So we've got the animal cards here. A lot of birds. Tuatara. Okay, that's animal cards there. And then the last one I have is the Maori Oracle. It is a mass market deck. So we do have a variety of animals here. Tuna, which is like an eel. Kina, which is like shellfish. Yeah, and then that's it for there. So they're the New Zealand type decks basically. Next we have Tarot Oracle's Echoes of Nature, which will be reprinted with extra cards, which I'm looking forward to seeing. So, of course, the animal cards there, it is nature based, so there are sort of scene cards as well. As you can see, scenery cards, but a lot of animals. And he's used sort of keywords on them. So there's a variety there. As you can see, there are some landscape and some portrait cards. So yeah, there's lots of different cards there. So I love that. Okay, so where to next? As you can see, I love this deck. Okay, so that's it there. So let's continue. Right, put all these away. Okay, so we've got some decks that are not really animal decks, but do have animals in them. Like you've got Mists of Babylon. So they do have some animals in the cards. And then you've got cards that are specific animals. So, just finding specific ones. White stag. So yeah, a lot of the cards do actually have animals on them. There's dragon, unicorn. So there are some animals in the deck, even though it's not really an animal deck. So I sort of wanted to include those as well. And then we've got the shamanic medicine cards. Does have let's just find so you've got cards like the four-legged card, which is of course the animal. You've got the medicine shield, which has got that on it. Sort of animal. East, blackbird, or got insects, you've got birds. South, which has got penguins. You've got sea creatures. So even though this is not really an animal deck, it does have some sort of animals on there. North there. So yeah, that's the shamanic medicine cards, which are quite cool for animal deck. Okay, so now we're sort of starting to get into actual animal decks. We should do the butterfly guiding light oracle. Now, even though this is a butterfly deck, doesn't really, even it's got butterflies on all the images. It's really about it's all about the chakras. So this is more of a chakra deck, even though it's got butterflies on them, as you can see by the colours here. And there's a book specifically that talks all about the chakras and the guardians and that as well. There's a lot in this deck, which is quite cool. And that's by Sue Nicholson. So that's Butterfly Guiding Light Oracle. Okay, so are we really ready for the actual... Well, I do not want to lose that on the floor. Okay, so we've got Creature Teachers. Creature Teacher cards, which are quite cool. And they've got things like I am gentle, I am scared, I am sacred, sorry, I only keep good secrets, I'm unique and special. Listen, it's a very children's orientated deck, but I find it does some really cool messages. Okay, we've also got She Whispers the Truth by New Zealand artist Hand Me That Pencil. It's a beautiful deck. Beautiful animals. Next, we've got, okay, Chinese Oracle. This is the Chinese zodiac. So you've got just yin and yang. You've got two sets with the black borders or the white borders. Okay, so you've got your yang and your yin. Feminine and masculine energy. Okay, so then you've got your 12 animals in each set. So you've got your snake, your rat, your dragon, your goat, your horse, pig, dog, rooster, ox, rabbit, tiger, and monkey. So it's just one card of each, and it gives you your yin and yang energy of that animal. So I've sort of cheated a little bit and just put little stickers on them, just helping me sort of do really quick readings if I want to, or I use the guidebook for something a bit more. So you can see black and white. Okay, so there's that. And I do have, okay, I know this is not really an animal based deck, it's more about a deity. It's the Foxfire Kitsune Oracle. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. It's about foxes. So it really is a foxy. I mean, there are dragons and that in there as well, but mainly it's the foxes that I'm sort of showing you here. There are fairy type deity energy, fox energy. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful deck. Just show you some of the images. So the foxes is the main. I mean, there are some birds and there are some other bits and pieces. See, so yeah, so that's that one. Now, my main, one of my main sort of animal oracle decks is the Spirit Animal by Colette Baron Reid, and this is all animals as well. And you would have seen some of these cards, you would have seen on the Love and Crystals channel when she was doing her animal deck. You would have seen this with some of the cards there. Yeah, so that's all the animal decks that I have, or decks that involve animals in some way. So don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.